Silence of the Lambs is Day 9's 31 Days of Halloween serial killer movie with the Bark Knight podcast, the original Hannibal Lecter movie. This is an all-time classic from 1991 based on a book that tells the story of Clarice Starling, played by Jodie Foster, an FBI recruit who's brought in on a serial killer case to interview Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins, who may be able to help solve a case. This movie is so good. It has so many iconic scenes that there are literally endless parodies of it at this point. There are countless scenes between Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins where you can just tell that everybody involved was firing on all cylinders. On top of that, The Hunt for Buffalo Bill is top-notch storytelling and is the best of the detective subgenre. The impact of this movie really can't be understated. It was made on a budget of $19 million and grossed $272.7 million. That is massive. It was also nominated for 7 Oscars and won 5, including Best Picture, Best Actor for Hopkins, Best Actress for Foster, Best Director, and Best Writing. It proved that the horror thriller and detective stories were not only an audience draw, but an award season contender as well. It also spawned a sequel and 2 prequels. One of them is Red Dragon. I'm a huge fan of this movie. It also spawned a TV series starring Hugh Dancy and Mads Mikkelsen, which is actually a masterpiece. And it set into motion the public fascination with serial killers, criminal profiling, and true crime, which are all huge draws today. The movie itself is extremely well paced. It really takes its time in laying the groundwork of who these characters are, what their motivations are, and what the world is that they live in. There are so many threads to pull out, so many side stories to explore, and the delivery of all of the expertly crafted dialogue is truly exceptional. Hopkins alone inspired for many what would become the template for a proper villain. Yet, it still leaves the door open. Is he a villain? Yes, he's a bad guy that does bad things, but he's not even the true villain of this story. That's Buffalo Bill. This question would become the basis for villain stories for decades to come. If you haven't seen this, it's currently streaming on HBO Max and is a masterpiece of 90s cinema and deserves to have a place in your 31 Days of Halloween. Join me for tomorrow's theme, Occult Madness.